Hi everyone, we're here with Dominic from Northstar Games, who is selling Evolution here. And we want to say, well, Dominic, welcome to Essen.
Thank you.
And how has the experience been so far?
Oh, it's been fantastic, yeah. Fun and exhausting.
And most importantly, have you sold enough games so far?
Oh, yeah, we've sold a lot.
Because it's Saturday night right now.
It's Saturday night, yes. We're not sold out, but I actually have no idea how many we've sold. I'm going to guess 600 or 700 or something.
Oh yeah, so you consider this a success then?
It's been successful, yeah.
Okay, for people who don't know what Evolution is about, explain it in like 30 to 60 seconds or whatever.
30, 60 seconds.
Go!
It's about a dynamic ecosystem, and you want your species to flourish. And it centers around the watering hole, and you want to get to the food before other people, or find creative ways to get food out of the trees. Or you can turn into a carnivore and not eat plant food and attack the other species. And protect yourself from the other carnivores.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
So the goal is to flourish. You want your species to flourish.
Yeah. I've been demoing for Evolution for 2 days now, and what I really like about it is that it has a Euro aspect where you're going for victory points, but at the same time it's very thematic. All of the animals in the game have, text on them, and they all do what you expect them to do, which is really nice, I think. Also, what I really like about it is that if you play it with more players, the deck runs out faster. And so, in some cases, in most cases actually, the more players you have, the faster the game plays, which is really special. You don't see that in a lot of games.
Yeah. We tried to get the playtime similar regardless of the number of people. So you pick up the game, setup is the same for, 3 to 6 players, setup is the same. We tried to get the playtime the same, but you're right, it's a little bit less with 6 players than with 3 players.
Yeah. So I see 3 names on the box right there. How did that happen? What's the story? What's the evolution of Evolution?
So Evolution has gone through a lot of evolution.
Yeah.
It started with Dominic Crapuchettes, who is a Russian biologist, and he created a game as a teacher to teach ecosystems, kind of evolutionary principles and how they work with dynamic ecosystems. Mm-hmm. Then Serge, and I'm kind of making up a little bit of this history because I don't really know it really well, but took that game, refined it, and then they released it, a Russian company released it called Right Games.
Okay.
I took that game, and I don't want to disparage their game because I'm sure they put a lot of hard work and love into it, but I got the sense that the theme was very, very strong. It was a really good simulation, but maybe not a great game. I mean, it was a good game, but there were some flaws in it.
Yeah.
And so I came back and revamped the whole thing, restructured it from the ground up, using basically the brilliant themes that was inherited from this biologist.
But it's good to see that your hard work has paid off, and you're now right here, and everyone's loving your game, so that's great. I also see an expansion. What is the expansion add?
All right, so I'm into the theme. So I look at the ecosystem and say there are no avian species, there's no flight.
Yeah.
Well, what would happen if we added flight to this ecosystem? Mm-hmm. And so flight is brilliant in a bunch of ways. 1, it allows you to escape from carnivores. Mm-hmm. 2, it allows you to go, oh, there's no food here, fly away and find food. And 3, it allows you, if you become a predator, swoop in on unsuspecting, like small bunnies and mice and people.
Okay.
And so I tried to recreate all of that. Mm-hmm. The one negative that flight has is that it's the most energy needful. I can't think of the right word. It requires more energy than any other evolutionary trait that's ever come out. So birds eat way more food per body size than any other species out there.
Okay.
So there's this interesting dynamic where they've got access to more food, they can get away from predators, they can swoop in on unsuspecting prey, but that requires a lot of food to maintain.
Okay.
And so that's kind of looking at what the impact would be of flight into an ecosystem.
Okay, cool. Last question I want to ask you is, what's in store in the future for Northstar Games? Do you have any new things coming out, or
for Evolution, or just both?
Yeah.
So
both.
Evolution, we're going to come out with an expansion a year, maybe more. We're going to do some standalones at some point. The next expansion is going to be a climate expansion.
Right.
So we're going to now introduce climate. There's going to be a climate track that'll go all the way from freezing cold ice age to just a steamy hot house.
Yeah.
And you're going to have climate-related traits like heavy fur and sweat glands, and you're going to have to deal with 3 serious legitimate threats. Not only starvation, not only carnivores, but now climate.
Okay, cool.
And in the future, there'll be expansions that introduce diseases,
Oh, wow.
Water and aquatics.
Yeah, sure.
And we have a Jurassic Edition, a standalone that we're working on. So we have a lot of plans.
So it'll keep on evolving then.
Actually, I don't believe in evolution.
You? Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to say to that.
Intelligent design.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So apart from evolution, what else is in store? Or are you just planning to, release more stuff for evolution itself?
So I have 2 brands that we're cooking in-house. One, I can't reveal too much about either of them.
Oh, it's a mystery.
Well, because they both have some very cool hooks.
Okay.
So I don't want to give away the hook.
Okay.
One is a real-time trading game.
Okay.
And the other is kind of a miniature dueling game.
Okay, cool. Well, we're looking forward to that. Do you have an estimate on that, or are you just in the beginning phase of developing it, or? Gen
Con 2017 will release one of those. Not sure which one.
About 2 years.
2018, the next one.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you.
Cool, thank you, Joe.
And have a safe trip home. I think you're going home tomorrow, or?
Tomorrow morning, yeah.
Okay, have a safe trip.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, take care.